Hello everyone, it's Jackie and I'm sharing a journal today, a Christmas journal that I'm swapping with the gorgeous Wendy of Wendy's Journal Adventures. Wendy and I have swapped previously and we decided to do another one, a hardback journal this time. It's based around mine is based around Nick the Booksmith's Scholars Ledger course. And we decided on a Christmas theme. I've never made a Christmas journal before. I do like Christmas. I enjoy it a lot, especially when it gets here, but some of the preparation I find quite stressful. So this was a new venture for me. I have made a couple more which I'm going to put in the Etsy shop, so you may have already seen those, because obviously I want Wendy to get this before I put the video up. Anyway, enough rambling. This is a 5¼ by 7½ inch journal. I've got 3 signatures with I think there's 128 pages counting fronts and backs. I have put a little Tim Holtz ring on the back and added some sari silk, some lace, some ribbon and one of my boho beads on the back of that. I like the colours all to tone in, so obviously that's what I'm aiming for here. I've used sari silk to close it, and there are 8 or 9 hanging charms on this edge, which I'll show you as I go through. This journal is stuffed, but I've made everything, or virtually everything, so it can come out, so that Wendy can take all the tags and ephemera out if that's what she wants to do, and use it as a blank journal. Anyway, I'll go through it if you're interested. So this is a pocket, and this little reindeer started life as a wooden embellishment, and I used glitter glue on it, and he has got a little tiny red glittery nose. Papers are mainly Kaisercraft and Stamperia. Done a little bit of stamping in a green metallic ink. I've used some vintage book pages from a book I've got, an old book, late 1800s, called The Housewife. So we've got how to cook the turkey here. I've used some cutouts from the Stamperia paper. As a rule, I tend to make my own tags, and I have done in this book as well, but I've also used some of these because they're nice and flat. They're double-sided, and I just think they're really, really pretty. And I have put a little bit of fabric and lace on the bottom of this one, and that's a little snowflake. This is a tag I've made with a bit of stamping. Old ledger paper. Now I have included some floral pages in this book. Wendy, as you probably all know, loves floral, and there are quite a few birds in it as well, so it's not exclusively Christmas. I've mostly stuck to the red flowers, but as you'll see there's a few others as well. This is a robin. This is from a vintage bird book. There's 3 of these corner pockets and a stitched journal card, and it may be hard to see, but I've edged these cards in some gold metallic rub, treasure gold it is. It's on there. The centre of my signatures are the December pages from the Edith Holden book, and there's little hearts on the bottom. This is another card from that Stamperia paper with Father Christmas, and on this side I've done a tag in a pocket using the cat from Mrs. Cogg's, I think it's Adorable Christmas. A lot of the images I've used are from Mrs. Cogg Christmas collections. This is my Tracy Fox hanging tag, the little die cut in there, and this is a vintage tea card, and I've used the goldfinch. No, is it the goldfinch? Anyway, he's on holly, so he's sort of Christmassy. These birds we have in our garden and feed throughout the winter. This is from the Stamperia paper, it's just a cutout. This is a journal card I've made with a Mrs. Cog digital, sorry. And there's some cheesecloth on here and a bit of bling and a little Christmas tree. And this is one of the smaller cutouts, from Stamperia paper. Here's how to carve the turkey, and that's the first signature. So in this second signature I've got the red-legged partridge, bullfinch from the Stamperia paper, and a little parcel charm. And this is a journal card again with some cheesecloth and a bit of additional vintage lace here, modern lace here. Here we've got Christmas festivities, and in this centre we've got the mistletoe and the birds on the feeder. This is a card I've made using Mrs. Cog Winterbirds digital. The tab is a pretty silver lace or crochet motif. I think Joyce sent me those, Joyce Kerrs. And again I've used this bit of sari silk, which tones in really pretty with the colours of the birds there, and an angel charm. This I've made using a very old book. You can see it's been mended. The book is falling apart, and it's to do with flowers and showing flowers to children. So I've put some sari silk down the back. We've got a snowdrop, the Star of Bethlehem, and something called Ransoma. Don't know what that is. Presume that's that. I've covered this with some writing paper. I've left the mending, but I have used a bit of washi tape here because it was so weak, and some more journaling space on the back there. So I thought that looked nice in there. Blue flower was just the other side of the other one, so I didn't feel I needed to change that really. This is another 6x4 journal card. We're calling him the Christmas Owl. This is a pocket with a tag in it, and this nice heavy pine cone charm there, and one of the larger cutouts from the Stamperia paper. And the final signature, hopefully I'm not running out of time, I feel like I'm taking a long time with this. I have included yellow. I couldn't resist putting an iris in. I thought about a squirrel, but I couldn't find a Christmas squirrel, and I have a feeling Wendy might be squirreled out at the moment, so we're stuck to the iris. This is a little envelope with a star charm, Grandma's Christmas. This really pretty paper from page from the floral book. This is a Wendy style journal card. I've just dressed it up with a little bit of Christmas colours. In the centre of this one we've got the holly and the ivy. This I've taken out of my vintage bird book with the writing on that was done by the original owner. So this is when he spotted the turtle dove. Obviously I've used the turtle dove page because of Christmas, and we've also got another partridge on the inside there, and a bit of journaling space. A Christmas carol, another stitched card with the motif at the bottom, And again, I've chosen a winter bird. I can't remember what that bird is. It looks a bit like a cuckoo, but I don't think it is. Maybe a red start, something like that. And we're coming to the end, and I'm just going to move, I've put one of these in the wrong place, so I shall move one of those to the back of this book. And that's my swap journal for Wendy. I hope she likes it. As I say, it's a bit out of my comfort zone, so have to see, but I certainly enjoyed making it. So thank you, Wendy, and hopefully we'll speak soon. Bye bye.